Hello and welcome to the solo playthrough of Advanced Squad Leader. We are playing the second turn, starting with the Americans of scenario BTB 14, swatting a Hornet. Here we are, so we are in the ready phase. I'll roll for the weather. No changes. American rally duties, so this squad without a leader tried to self-rally, has a base of 7, -1 for the wolves, +1 for rally, needs a 7. Up they go. So here we are. Just a remark, so at the end of the ready phase, a unit may claim wall advantage, attack first, etc. But the problem is that this broken unit self-rallied, which is already one action, and unless there are exceptions, there are none. Only one action attempt allowed per unit per RPH. Repairing, yeah, more than one gun. Okay, they have difference, but actually all what a unit does in rally phase, including claiming wall advantage after me, is an action. So he cannot self-rally and claim advantage, wall advantage. Here we are. So Locker will try to rally this guy. So they have +4 because they are desperate morale. I don't think there's a bonus in rubble. No, just as a reminder, -1 for any room in building, pillbox, trench or woods. Rubble is not a building. Yeah, I need to check, you know, even yeah, very you, how do you say, frequent. I don't know, yes, I'm mixing with French things, so, okay, so he needs a 4. Though I could have rolled before, even ask myself. So here, no leaders there, no self-ready capability, so there we are. Oh, and the ball sighting here is out. There we are. So let's go for the prep fire phase, I think. I don't think there are things to... Yeah, no, okay. Next fire, prep fire. Who's going to prep fire? I don't know. I don't know. Well. What about firing some smoke here? Or here? Oh, here it can be... Oh, here. That could be very interesting. Yes, I'll try to fire here with this tank. Some smoke. They have S5, I believe. S5, yeah, and WP7 if it doesn't work. So I'll try to fire here. Let's just look at the 2-hit again. There we are. Smoke has a base of 9. I think the acquisition works, but I lose it at the same time. If I fire at the hex I'm interested in, but anyway, there's no acquisition here. So what am I saying? So I'm already moving that out. So +1 for the button up, and I need an 8 anyway. The depletion is so low. Okay, no smoke, so I'll indicate it on the... Okay, so but I can try white phosphorus for 7. Okay, there we are. I have placed it. Yoo-hoo, woohoo, boom. And that will be all for this tank. I think that this one can fire here and go for some... no, this one here will go for some smoke or white phosphorus. Just check, senior moments, yes, so cannot be acquired, but an acquisition maintained, but an existing acquisition can be used normally, okay? So here we are firing here, so button up, there's the leader, so okay, there's 0 for the moment, +2 because, no, here, sorry, button up +1, +2 for concealment, -2 for acquisition, that's +1. I need to throw an 8 because of button up, yeah. But anyway, I have very low depletion, so I need a 5. Okay, no smoke. Oh yeah, I wonder why it's so low, but no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Ah, there we are. I'll try white forest now. Still need an 8. There we are. So we remove that acquisition and we place some gray white phosphorus. That's good to do something useful. From up here, it can be interesting to fire here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it's changed a lot for the 2 hits. It's 7 anyway. +2, 9. Base 9. Try to fire smoke also. So I have +1 button up, -1 leader, +2. I need a 7 to hit anyway. Smoke is at depletion depletion 5. For other ammo, especially anti-tank ammo, it can be very interesting to fire when the depletion is about the same as the 2 hit, but it's always useful to fire when it's useful. So okay, let's go. So we need a 7 to hit here. No, but anyway, smoke's out. Rarely. Don't say I'm astonished. No smoke. And white phosphorus, need a 7 also. Oh, I have no white phosphorus either. Hey, I know I'm on the wrong guy. Where is it? There we are. Sorry, sir. What about simply placing some ATT here? Or should we? It didn't fire at all. That's the thing. That's the thing. It could be the moment to move, so I'm removing that from it. Okay. So we didn't find any fire, any smoke anymore. So now we'll be doing interesting things during the movement phase because that's the thing to do. Perhaps not. My guys behind the bocage here go in opportunity fire. There we are. What's the thing? Oh, those stacks are always complicated to manage. Sorry, wrong arrow. And there they go for, yeah, that's it. Now movement. I think that's the thing to do, yes. Yes. Oh, I cannot transfer things here. Is Lock doing good thing, taking the, yes, I think. So Locker tries to retrieve the bazooka. Okay, he gets it. 1. And he moves here. They are in assault move anyway. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Expecting some fire here. No. No. J, assault move 1, 2, 3. Okay. And here An assault move. 1, 2, 3. Putting pressure, of course, on the Germans. Those guys here will, I think, move down the valley, of course, out of LOS. They'll move completely out of LOS. The question here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's awful to move in that gully. Contrary to a stream, a gully in Terra has it totally cumulative, even if you're following the gully. So not the wisest idea possible. So here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be all. And here we're trying something. What would be the most interesting? I think moving here in some support in a way, and hoping this is not a real tank, but anyway there will be a lot of DRM, so spending 1 to start, 2, there we are. This is interesting. 3, nobody's answering. 4, and here they spend half their movement. That's really, yeah. So we are at 4. If we look at terrain, bocage is Z, so half movement and test. Okay, so 4, and we're adding 6.5. That's 10.5. 10.5. It's not very wise. Anyway, 10.5 and bog check. I think it's perfect because there are not a lot of modifiers here for bog. I'm looking at my bog table. So we rolled an 8. We have +1 for vehicle normal ground pressure. I don't think there's anything else. No. By the way, I really appreciate that the electronical rulebook, the official one, has all the tables. I can display them on the screen for my recording, so that's perfect. If something had to be said about it, of course, there are non-official, let's say bootlegged HTML rulebooks, which are really fine and well kept, but I like the PDF one because I can transport it on my smartphone, on my different computers, so it's wonderful. So we said 4 and 6.5, that's 10.5. I think I'll stop here, really, and I'll pivot the gun here. Yeah, it's not perhaps the best thing to do now, but I don't think I see those guys better, but it's good to advance and be ready to fire further on in the story. So the Americans, the USAians have moved. Yes, I like to say USAians. It's more technical. It's not the way the game designates the guys from the USA. But you know, Americans cover so much, so many more realities than the USA guys and girls. It can also, you know, Mexicans are Americans and Peruvians also. So let's say, it's just for fun. Being pedantic, you know, it's part of the hobby. Everybody knows that. So what am I going to do? Should I wait? I think I should wait because it will be fun. Yes, because they will be concealed here. Now this tank it's totally out of LOS, so I will pivot without saying to my... I don't know if you say that to your opponent. You do things that he is not meant to know. Those guys don't have LOS to those. Those see them 4 plus 2. Well, why not? Those have nothing else and no other risk, I think. So 4 plus 2. 4 up 2, as they say. Okay. Yeah, that'll be all. You know, defensive fire is quite poor. But oh, sorry. An advancing fire face now. So far at those. So if we go together, here we have 11. And we could add Evan plus 3 or 17 plus 4. Oh, yes, 17 plus 3 is better. No, 17 plus 3, there we go. 16. Oh, it's halved. Sorry, I'm going to calculate again. So it's 3 and 2.5. That's 5.5. And that's 2.5, 5, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 plus 3. Yeah, anyway, yeah, let's go. So that would be 5.5 plus 3. But yeah, 8 plus 3 is better. Anyway, much ado for nothing. Bang, bang, bang. Advancing firing people here try to spray those guys. Just an area. Target type. What happened? There we are. So of course, normally they have case B just +1, so +3, +4, but not minus +3 because the leader. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's impossible to hit, but it is an improbable hit. So I'm rolling now 1 die. 3. Let's go and see the rule. Well, really, the Americans are lucky guys. I don't know what's happening. So yeah, okay. So 1, 2, or 3. 1 is critical hit. Okay. 2 turret, 3 hull, and turret hits are considered normal hits versus non-vehicular targets. So we hit them, and it was area, so it's not. Yeah, critical hit. No, not critical, normal. So it's 6 plus 3, really. You don't. No effect. So they don't need to lose their concealment. I don't see a lot of other opportunities. Those are completely shrouded in Vice Forest, so it's not the thing to do. Yeah, we do. This was amusing, so. Oh, sorry. No, it wasn't that. What happened? I don't know. Sorry, I need to. I just click at the wrong place. There we are. Okay, remove all prep and move and turn the octagon to route face. So who's routing? Nobody's routing. Advance face. So advance face here we will be transferring the weapon before we advance. And up we go. Those guys here, 1, 2, 3.5, perfect. J also will help. I'm placing an illegal CC as usual. Here they advance and they take wall advantage because the guys here lose it as soon as there are enemies in their hex. Now the conditions of wall advantage unit must not be in a location containing a non-hidden, non-prisoner enemy. So there we are. That's the little tricks of wall advantage. The big thing here down is to perhaps differentiate. Anyway, there'll be CX moving up here. I'll put Klimmer with them because, yeah. But I won't stack otherwise, so the other Baroques are going to move here. Yeah, that'll be all. Yeah, there are not tons of Americans also. That's why they are brittle. And they have been very, very lucky up to here. So now close combat phase happens here. So the USAians have -1 because of the leader of Mr. J. And the Germans have -2 because they're concealed. So -1 for the USAian, 4, -2 for the Germans have the ambush, so they remain concealed and they can fire. Of course, they can attack, but I think they're better off firing, doing something, and I think they'll be fine over here. So no, CC. They slid away. They slithered away like lizards. The lizards men of Normandy. Oh, that would be a marvelous mix. Yeah, besides ASL, I love to play a lot of fantasy games, and one I like is Shadows of Brimstone, where you mix up, Western heroes and science fiction or fantasy enemies, and it's just wonderful. There we are. I won't speak too much about a hobby that many of you who are listening to me don't share, but dungeon scrollers have my preference. Oh, I'll do something I didn't, just not to forget. Info is smoke. Okay, destroy nationality smoke. I'll use the USAian colors for white Phosaurus here. Is better. And here come the other. So we remember who's. With a physical game, you just orient it with the base facing you, and you can differentiate it. So there we are. We remove all the pins, which didn't occur, I think. Now, what about concealment? Those guys here are not concealed because they can be seen through the orchards here. No, neither here, neither here. Neither here, but here they have concealment because they're in brush in the Valley of Oblivion. So there they are. Oh ho. Well. That's okay. We move to the rally phase of the third German turn. I believe it's time now to pull out a little so that I think here the Germans have the means to lead a massacre of Americans. Here they'll move like into battle. So here we have some nearly open ground, so it can be interesting just to move back a little and have the USAians have problems. That's the thing. Yeah. No, I don't know how much time. The good thing is that locker here with the bazooka, his bazooka man cannot see the Panzerfahr here because there's the rubble. And where is the other? I think the other bazooka is here. So it could. Yes, it can fire. Oh my! That's starting to be so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Ooh, yeah, it's starting to becoming ugly. But I think this bazooka is well placed because it only has +1 with that wall advantage. So, well, the Germans must have good rolls to win the next turn. Anyway, I think things are interesting, evolving well. I hope I didn't miss the elephant in the room, and I wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye bye.